What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinestro Court. It's your boy Blacksby, aka Texas Langers. We got Gal Gotta Go, I Love Saudi Arabia, and Morning After Pill. And we're so excited to jump back into the greatest podcast of all time, the Cinestro Court. We got a lot to talk about here over this next episode.
Let people know where we've been, man. What we've been up to. What's been going on with our hiatus.
We were in the lab. We were in the lab just training, getting swole. I was doing push-ups on a bed of nails. I was eating bread and water. I was outside with the guys. We were just being dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Jerking each other off.
Guys,
you was in prison?
Guys,
I was
being dudes.
In county. That was in county. Hey, Luis Luis had a little play going on recently, huh?
Yeah,
he did.
A little bit of time to.
We've been busy.
We'll get to the strike talk, but we took some time to just take some time to evaluate and figure out what we need to discuss.
Yo, Matt,
of course, correct.
And
Matt, I don't know if I'm insane, but you're like mad quiet.
Huh?
Like your mic is like really low.
I don't have my normal microphone. I'm on the road.
It'll auto adjust in post.
In post, okay, got you.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're all Gucci. But yeah, we took some time to evaluate what we need to discuss.
We wanted to take time with the SAG-AFTRA strike and the writer and the WGA strike.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want to be fucking scabs and talk about anything that was being released by any of the struck companies. So we wanted to kind of take time,
like
think about what we
not
wanted
crossing
to.
the lines.
Literally,
Yeah.
100% of the release schedule.
I don't want to be I'm not trying to be Oliver Queen, Stephen Amell,
Boo, bitch, fuck
yeah, boo, bitch, and then have to
boo.
take a step back. Nah, it's a lame-o. That's a lame-o.
You gotta hit him.
You've got two. What's crazy is you kind of got like two sides of this like strike spectrum. You've got Stephen Amell who wants to talk shit, and then a week later he's taking a step back, being on the front lines, and then you got a nepo baby, Jack Quaid. Who really kind of doesn't have to be out there, but he's been out there. He was out
every day.
I don't know, every day for
he's been out there for every day. I think
a good 20 days in a row, which honestly isn't that much. But this strike really hasn't gone on. It feels like it's been forever. Honestly,
yeah.
It seems like we're already talking about the strike, so we might as well.
We might let's
at the premiere for a movie that won't be named because we can't say it on the show. But it was a 3-hour-long movie directed by a director who made another movie about superheroes that we can't talk about. But
right. No, but
he was just at the premiere for that, and then he went. Literally, they all left the premiere to go to the picket line. I'm like, that's real. That's solidarity.
On site while they were in Europe. Actually, in Europe, when people that you film movies in Europe, that doesn't it's two different, I guess, companies or whatever.
Yeah, SAG-AFTRA.
If you do this over,
it's American.
Strictly American.
It's American. Yeah.
Which I did not know that, honestly. Which I'm kind of glad that these strikes have happened because, the last strike was in 2008 when the first 3 Transformers movies were coming out. I want to believe, and that's why the second and third one were ass.
The Deadpool,
Dark of the Moon was garbage.
Yep, and then the X-Men movies. Yep, absolutely. So
yeah.
It's actually, I'm glad this is happening for many reasons, but it shows a new generation of why this has to happen.
And not to get too caught up. We're not going to discuss I'm sorry. What the actors are asking for, what the writers are asking for. Everybody's heard about that by now. It's it's been constantly discussed. Right now what matters is just making sure that the writers and the actors are fairly compensated, right? The CEOs are fucking pieces of shit. They're fucking greedy, money hungry pieces of shit, and they're not trying to and they're trying to not pay motherfuckers. I'm sorry, that's not happening. And you have artists that create art, pay them. You can suck my dick. You gotta compensate your
Bob
artists.
Iger, baby back bitch ass to come see me because for 30
and if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you, Bob.
For 30 some odd weeks we were on this show thinking he was some type of financial genius, and he was gonna bring Disney
That's sucking his dick from the back a little bit too much.
No, we were in here. I was like, Bobby, be money. Get us in there. I didn't realize
we did think he would core correct.
Well,
from,
but that's what you
previous
want.
CEOs' mistakes, right?
The previous leadership, but that's what you want, though. You want to have that.
Chapek,
yeah.
We didn't mean
but
it.
you want to have that group of people, like us, or really anybody that expects more from the future. Like, you want someone new comes in. Like, I'm sorry, David Zaslav, a new guy came in and he's cutting costs by Batgirl completely cutting, you're decutting all this stuff. And yes, you want to sit there and think that new shit is coming, or it's a more prosperous time, I guess, for the company. And that just doesn't happen anymore. It's all about that.
What I really like about the strike, or quote unquote, like, it's hard to say that considering it's, there's a lot of people who aren't working, and there's a lot of people who have families and have bills to pay and stuff like that. But one of the positives that I think that I've taken away from this, as somebody who is an actor and eventually wants to be do this for a living one day, is that how they've all come together, right? And it's you have pieces of shit like Zachary Levi and Stephen Amell, who are fucking pussy baby bag bitches, and who are voting against their own interests and are just fucking stupid and dumb. But for the most part, all writers and actors are coming together. And we mentioned people who have absolutely no right. Like The Rock is a fucking millionaire. That dude is loaded. These strikes will not affect him financially at all. He donated money so that people who are picketing can buy food, can pay for their rent.
It was what, like an 8 digits?
It's like $1 million or something like that.
Yeah, it was a 7-digit. It was a 7-digit. But that's also a very good point, is that this strike doesn't affect people like The Rock, Tom Cruise, Vin Diesel, any of these people that show up in these multiple
What's a common misconception, right? People think
years ago,
they're like, oh, why are we striking and supporting all these millionaires? Dude, 95% of working actors aren't millionaires. They live paycheck to paycheck. 95%, maybe $30,000 a year.
Maybe. Yeah, and that's maybe
maximum.
They're living in LA, New York, and Atlanta. It's like 25 or something like that.
If you think about it, because they don't qualify for health benefits, so it's 25. And then the ones the writers make like 50, 40, if that, and that's
and that's if you're working consistently.
Exactly. So
exactly, because like 95% of SAG-AFTRA writers are living paycheck to paycheck and have multiple jobs just to make ends meet. So it's like, what people don't understand is not everybody is a fucking Tom Cruise, is a fucking The Rock, is Jason Momoa. Most of these people are regular schmegular working class people who just happen to be, working as actors and working as writers and working as filmmakers who are trying to make ends meet. That's who you're fighting for. That's what these strikes are for, is so that those people don't get shunted off to the side and fucking, Bob Iger can buy another yacht, but I wrote this show and I can barely make ends meet, and I show up to the Emmys and I have zero money in my bank account, but you just bought another fucking yacht because you own Hulu.
Let me name. Are we about to go this deep onto this?
Let me get this one off real quick. You said Dwayne The Rock Johnson made a donation. There's several other actors, big name stars I want to point out, because this show is like,
Woody Harrelson.
It's not just The Rock and others. Like, a lot of people are jumping on, and it's great to see such talent.
George Clooney did
notable names.
I think Luis's wife also made a donation, right?
Which one?
Dwayne The Rock
so many,
Johnson,
bro. It's like
Bryce Dallas Howard,
George Clooney.
My baby's
made
so
one.
good.
Matt
Damon, I think, did too, right?
Yep.
It was Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez did.
Really?
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio, Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman.
He had to keep his date. Leo DiCaprio has to keep his dating pool alive if he wants to continue dating. That's why he donated money, so he can. So he don't die
for the children.
Before. Yeah, for the children. Yeah, for the future.
Meryl Streep made a donation.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It brought a lot of people together. It's like
my GOAT Ryan Reynolds and my GOAT Ben Affleck.
There you go. That motherfucker's rich as hell. Yeah.
Julia Roberts.
Shit, How much did Ryan Reynolds buy that soccer club for?
I don't know.
Detour for
him and
Haney. Okay, yeah.
But Ryan also sold Mint Mobile to T-Mobile for like $1 billion or some bullshit, like something crazy.
The soccer club.
The dude's fucking loaded. Yeah, Wrexham. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's one of the good things
league.
About the.
They're gonna get cooked.
Yeah. No, they're not. They're one of the best funded. They're the best funded soccer club in the lower tiers of English football. So they're going to get all the way up to the Premier League.
They got promoted.
They're still an English team.
League.
They're going to get to the Premier League. Give them like
they
4 years.
No, they're not.
They get promoted.
I'm the one that does not watch soccer in this
They weren't part. They're in the National League, which is like amateur football. And they just got promoted to like professional soccer, like one of the 4 tiers of professional English soccer. So
like Inter Miami get bumped up from like a D3 to D1 with
basically yeah. There's different tiers. Yeah, they're like D4 right now. They're gonna
see. Come up across my boys at Liverpool. So they're gonna see my brethren Mo Salah. They're gonna get
brethren
clapped.
But yeah, sorry, we love going on tangents, but. Like I was saying, is that one of the good things about the strike is that, for the most part, a lot of people are coming together and they are really putting the heat on these fucking companies. Yeah, and so much so that just recently they decided to go back to the table and try to negotiate with the WGA.
Yeah, they said I think this weekend. I think they were supposed to meet up.
And SAG-AFTRA was like, no, we're not. We want you guys to settle with WGA first, then we can focus on us. So it's like At least, Well, so at least they're being, consistent and they're supporting each other. And those who do have money are supporting those who are on the picket line and are striking.
That
can't afford and aren't working. So that's super cool of them, at least.
For some reason, to bring back the Stephen Amell thing, we might, and media nowadays do take things out of context, and
we saw the video. There ain't no context.
I know that's what I'm just saying.
That shit. I heard him.
It was just like him and Zachary Levi, and there's another guy that was just kind of like
wait.
People.
Zachary Levi opened his mouth about this.
Yeah.
Oh, Zachary Levi has been open. He's doing what he's doing now compared to when Shazam 2 dropped and he was fucking shit.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. These are like working actors and working writers that want these rights. So if he's unemployed, why does he care?
What do you mean?
Like Zachary Levi?
He's not working.
No, he's not working? Who's hiring Zachary Levi?
No, he's working.
That's a great question.
He's trying to suck the company's dick just so that he gets hired, bro. Like, he's over here just trying to fucking pander to CEOs and studios and shit. That's fucking pathetic. That's actually fucking pathetic.
He's going to the events.
Who is releasing that new Spy Kids movie?
Netflix, I think.
That he's in. Yes, they're releasing a new Spy Kids movie, and he is the father in this new movie.
And
he wanted to release an interview where he's talking about Hollywood as a whole releasing garbage films. This new Spy Kids movie is going to be garbage. Hollywood.
That movie where he played that
Shazam 2,
American
garbage.
Underdog, yeah.
If this guy wants to come out and talk about. He wants to talk about not being able to promote these films due to the strike.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
And then wants to come out and say garbage films are being released when you're probably, in about 4 or 5 the last.
Don't talk shit about the guy who's going to play Hunter Biden in the biopic, bro. Chill.
That's Shazam.
Him and Gina Carano.
That's Shazam you're talking to.
Who else?
I have missed so much. There's no way that's happening. That's a joke, right?
He's joking.
No,
we're saying he's gonna end up making movies for the Daily Wire if you keep.
It's gonna be a horror movie released on Tubi.
Y'all know how
Tubi, Daily Wire. Or that.
Y'all know how Zachary Levi talks and everything. He'd be, guys, I want to be. Imagine him. Well, we had a movie.
It's 2023, and I still. probably watched most of the comic book movies and stuff. I still have not watched the first Shazam and the second.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Second
one, first one's not bad.
I will not watch the second one though. Fuck him.
If you watch it now, knowing what we know about how Zachary is as a person, it's kind of hard to watch it now.
I want to enjoy it. Yeah. So there's no point in me watching it.
It was honestly one of the better of the DC films out at the time. That one and Wonder.
The bar was also in hell, but
that's true.
Right, absolutely. The only pull.
This is
second circle of hell.
This is below hell. This is hell's basement, and the bar was like right here.
Yeah.
And
Shazam was like right there.
Shazam was like right there.
Yeah, exactly.
The only pull to that movie is the guy that played the wizard.
Dr. Savannah, it's
not Mark Strong.
Not Dr. Savannah.
Shazam, the guy who played Shazam, the wizard.
The wizard, the old man wizard.
Oh, Jamel Hansu, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Who, for some
the only reason I want to watch that dog shit
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo is because he's in it. That's the only
Is he in it?
Yeah.
That boy, he came in there on the trailer talking about some son. You want to be a racer? And I was like, yeah,
a race car.
Let's go.
I kind of think that movie's not. I think that movie's going to be enjoyable.
I feel like it's not going to be terrible. I hate the trailer.
I kind of
because
it's just they just showed it so much.
It showed the entire movie.
They spent so much on that marketing.
You can't.
Wait, are we not supposed to be talking about this? Are we not supposed to be talking about this?
We're not promoting it though. We're just talking. I checked.
If anything, we're talking shit about
I did actually look into some of the rules. So we can like review movies and like talk about them, but we can't like openly encourage people to go see it. Basically,
don't go support movies. Fuck.
But don't go support.
Make companies pockets hurt.
If you're going to break the strike regulations, do not do it for fucking Gran Turismo. Like, the bar is not that low. Like, have some fucking self-respect. Like, this is one of those movies that when I saw the trailer for it, I had to rewatch it a couple times. Not because I was like, oh, holy fuck, Formula One. I was more so like, why? Who is this for?
Why?
Who is this for?
The first time I saw the trailer...
it came out during, what movie was that? It was months ago. And like the first trailer, it caught me off guard. I was like, "Didn't we just have like a racing movie or something already? Like, where did this come from?"
I think you're right.
It was Ant-Man.
Yeah,
it was Ant-Man.
So
I remember like looking, like it was like six of us, like six of my homies, like we were all in.
They were in there like the Avengers.
The fucking trailer played out, and it was like you're sitting there in what are called simulators now. Where people who want to be F1 players are sitting and doing all this, spend like $10,000.
That's crazy.
Then they want to join a F1 racing thing, and we all looked at each other and we were like, "Are you shitting me right now?"
There's no fucking way they're making a movie about.
Are you shitting me? And then it said Gran Turismo, and we were all like,
Bro.
I haven't played Gran Turismo since a PlayStation 2.
Bro,
PlayStation 1. Like Gran Turismo 6.
Forza game.
I genuinely thought it was going to be a Forza movie when I was first seeing it. But the way that I found this movie was the dumbest fucking way. I was in the PlayStation store and I was looking at the free games for the month, and one of them was Gran Turismo. And I was like, I don't want this shit. I don't want this shit at all. Yeah. And then I go on YouTube and I get an ad for Gran Turismo the movie. And I was like, to the company agents that are listening to me, fucking stop that. I hate you.
The FBI agent
fucking
was working
stop
overtime. That motherfucker love this shit.
They're on there.
I don't want it. You can keep it. I'm good off that.
I'm good. You know what's crazy? Actually, I'm probably going to go watch it in theaters.
You're going to pay money for
it? No, he's not. No, he's not. Because we don't support those fucking... companies.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
These companies. We'll watch
definitely not for Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I said that.
Nah,
shit.
we got
go rewatch Stranger Things if you want to see Dan Arbor again, bro.
I'm on my.
Give it 2 weeks and it'll go straight to a VOD. You're okay.
We're doing big Davy Jones activity. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Flag, Pirate Bay. We represent all that.
I think this brings up a good point. Like, we don't have a script and we don't really have topics. We're just kind of spitballing.
But
I wanted to bring up this point that I saw on Twitter.
Episode.
I love this. I
like my episodes like I like my sex.
Random.
Raw, baby.
You fucking stop that right now.
Okay. Random. That was. Anyways, I saw this post.
Anywhere?
Somebody was making on Twitter that I completely disagree with, and it's the fact that we know the Barbenheimer phenomenon. We haven't gotten to talk about it really because we've been on hiatus. But people were like, "Oh, Barbie made $1 billion, and Oppenheimer made like almost like 800 billion, almost like $800 million at this, almost $800 million at this point." People are like, "Oh, movies and cinema are so fucking back, baby," and it's like, no, it's not.
Why did that ruin me?
Listen, Barbie.
Nah, Barbillion was good.
I stole it off the internet. Barbie.
Make that point. I'm gonna make.
Yeah, Barbie and Oppenheimer were a fluke. They only did that because they happened to come out on the same day. The marketing worked. They were pushing it.
The hype
and
from
it. The hype, and it was such a idiosyncratic kind of beautiful amalgamation of a culture phenomenon, and it worked.
Yeah,
we will not be back until movies and theaters consistently make a profit.
Movies
and
like
they're
that.
not doing that. Movies like that.
Or just make movies like those two.
If Barbie made $1 billion, Oppenheimer made $800 million. If Gran Turismo made $800 million, if Voyage of the Demeter made $600 million, which it won't. If the Marvels made $1.5 billion, which it won't, then you could say cinema is back, but it's not.
Okay,
it's very far and few in between where IP driven movies are crossing the $1 billion mark, and that's the only thing that hits in movies. We're not back. Is all I want.
So before, if COVID would not have happened, this whole Marvel's back, cinema is back would not be a thing. You know what I mean? So
COVID accelerated the process, but movie going audiences were stopping going to movies already. Like that was already on the decline.
I agree, and COVID enhanced that. But that's the point of cinema being back now is like COVID. You just happen to have those one or two movies that made decent amount of money, and they're really weren't. I can't even. Top Gun Maverick,
and
but all these were at that. Okay, well then if you want to say Mortal Kombat, Zack Snyder Justice League did more than both of those.
Stop.
That was direct to streaming.
That's not a movie. That's not a movie, bro.
Yes, it is. But it was all brought on streaming. No.
4-hour piece of dog shit is what that is.
But I guess we
get what you're saying.
Talk about it. But my point is like before COVID, this whole cinema is back thing would not be a thing because this would be normal. It would be normal. And it honestly kind of should be the normal.
Right. And COVID was the delineation, right? There's like a pre-COVID and there's a post-COVID. Pre-COVID is when things were normal and people were going to the movies and making money. Now, historically, it was on the decline. People were going to the movies less and less thanks to streaming.
Because of
COVID accelerated that. Right? And people couldn't go anywhere. And studios were like, yo, we got all this fucking content. Let's just dump this shit on streaming. And they're like, Netflix is making a fuck ton of money. So we'll all start our own streaming service and just put all our fucking movies there. Fuck the movie theater. And it's like, and it just turned into this big fucking shit show. And what happened was that now audiences got so used to being able to access everything via their TVs. They're like, why the fuck would I go pay $150 to go take my family of 3 to the movies when I could just watch this shit on Netflix, buy some fucking takeout, some pizza, and it'll be way cheaper than going to the fucking movies and we can watch it from the comfort of our home.
That convenience was definitely a factor in the current film market.
Accessibility made it to where theaters are like,
I love a theater. I love a theater experience. I absolutely
me too.
But in my town, I have to. The closest IMAX theater to me is 2 fucking hours away.
Wow.
So you know what? Usually,
to be fair, Graham,
accessibility.
You live in, like,
I'm
the
gonna
country,
sit there.
Bro.
Oh,
that's true. You live in the
absolutely.
Bro,
but there's a lot of people.
We're all living in GTA. You live in Red Dead Redemption, bro.
Bro, if anyone who's watching knows the Deliverance movie with the old, that's like, that's me. I just happen to not be.
But I get what you're saying, Graham. I get what you're saying. But that's what we're talking about. Accessibility and
banjos outside his house.
Yeah, that has. But I guess I kind of forgot my point. But this Barbie movie when I went to watch Barbie, I shit y'all not, for 5 days in a row, our movie theater was filled to the brim.
I know,
dude.
And I had not seen that theater like that since episode 7. Force Awakens came out.
I
had to go in there.
I watched Barbie a day after it came out, so I got it out of the way. I did the double feature. My girlfriend took me for my birthday.
I still haven't seen Oppenheimer.
I did the double feature for my birthday. A week later is when I watched Mission Impossible. And there was a line out the fucking door at the theater that I went to for Barbie.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
a week later.
I went to see Barbie, like, I want to say like 3 or 4 days after it came out, so I didn't really think there was going to be that many people, right? I went on the most fucking like dead time, bro. You're a sick individual.
Sorry.
It's fucking delicious. What do you mean?
It's so
I
good.
went on I think it was like a Wednesday at like 10:30 p.m. Packed house. And I was like, what the fuck? I wanted to enjoy myself in a solitary movie, just like semi-alone, sitting there in the back like a fucking super villain, like Shia LaBeouf just cackling. But no, nothing.
Crying.
Nothing.
Me and 3 other dudes went and watched Barbie with a theater full of like teenage girls, like I don't even know, and we were the only ones left. I don't know,
bro.
Right, but that's just to say how perfectly things worked out for Barbie and Oppenheimer. Like Demeter came out this past weekend and made like $200 million, dude.
Which sucks.
Like $250 to make. It's
what's even
low budget movie. It is a low, but it was supposed to come out 2018.
I
think
it got delayed like a motherfucker.
It got delayed many years.
It's been in development.
I still need to go watch it. I hate scary movies. I'm gonna go watch that Friday.
But that's the thing. That's just, but that brings about a bigger conversation, right? Like the state of movie going, the state of cinema, like art and capitalism, and can you create art without having to worry about making a profit and stuff like those are like
that's the problem.
Fucking galaxy brain ideas that we're not going to discuss right now. But it's just frustrating that when one movie. Yeah, I know they can't, and in a capitalistic society, it's incredibly hard. But it's just frustrating whenever a movie like Barbie makes $1 billion or Super Mario Bros. Makes $1 billion because people are like, oh, see, people are going to go watch. No, people are going to go watch IP movies. Nobody's watching Air. Nobody's watching Last Voyage of the Demeter. No one's watching these medium budget movies, medium budget dramas. Not exactly. No one's watching these movies. They're not making money. So we're just.
But these are movies you can watch on their own, and they're movies standalone on their own. And I think that's one big draw to like Voyage of the Demeter is that you can go watch this and not like
a cinematic universe.
The Marvels are which you have to watch 15.
You are out of your fucking mind if you think Universal was going to release Voyage of the Demeter, and if it didn't make $800 million, then we're going to be like, this is the start of our monster universe. You're crazy. That's exactly.
They've already done that, though. No, they already tried to do that with another movie.
Look at what they did with the Mummy.
The Mummy, the Tom Cruise.
And it was poo-poo.
They tried to do that, and
it was garbage.
It
was dog shit. It was ass. It
was
everything I could imagine.
I know. I agree, but I'm saying if Voyage of the Demeter would have made $700 million, Universal would have been like, oh,
so this is also really interesting too.
Movie universe.
It would make its own Dracula universe.
Yeah,
and with he would not mind. Like a good Van Helsing Dracula verse.
The DCU.
What's also interesting, the Last Voyage of the Demeter, it's making most of its money from overseas markets.
Yes,
because it's retitled.
Shout out
guess
Saudi
what it's
Arabia.
called overseas?
Dracula on a boat.
Yeah, it's actually basically yeah. It's called
Dracula on a boat.
It's genuinely called Dracula Voyage of the Demeter, and that's more. They put Dracula. It's a recognizable name. More people know what it's about, so they're more inclined to go see it. So that's why it's making more of its money there, as opposed to domestically, where they titled it "Last Voyage of the Demeter." I know what that is because I read the fucking book. No one else knows. Other people don't know that.
Slight plug.
It's one chapter. Isn't it one chapter in the book?
Yeah, that's what.
Chapter, and they expand on it, and that's why it's so fucking sick and like a cool concept. For a movie is that you take this one.
It's been in development hell forever, which is never a good sign.
That
means it's
but what's crazy though is like It looks pretty true, I think, for someone who hasn't seen it yet.
To the adaptation, it looks like a good adaptation from the book.
What's up, Matt?
It looks good.
I'm gonna go back to what Luis said earlier because that's the point I was gonna bring up. The reason, the one, at least to me, what I'm seeing, obviously the main reason why everything's all shit is capitalism. That's like the driving force behind the bullshit. Another part of that, you mentioned streaming devices.
We're not Marxists, though.
Why are studios shooting themselves in the foot? Let me explain what I'm getting at. Transformers came out like in June, right? Why is that bitch already on Paramount Plus? It's not even been 2 months. That movie did not get enough time, enough airtime. The same thing's going to happen with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Barbie came out in July. It's already on VOD this weekend, I think.
It's September 5th or something like that. You can't necessarily say that because in the short time Barbie was in theaters, it made a fucking $1 billion.
I'm talking about
in general, though. We're talking about in general, though.
Yeah, in general, but also like Barbie and Oppenheimer aside, because those are two like freak of nature.
That's a fluke
scenarios.
Those are two anomalies.
I'm talking about
that's a generational incident. I'm just
using like a solid, well-known IP film that should have been having the 60 or 90-day theater time, or however what their limit are, and let that movie like get its, for lack of a better term, get its shine.
Tester a little bit.
Let it cook. Let it marinate.
Let it cook.
That's what I was mentioning.
Paramount is so scared to have their movies go up against, like powerhouses. I would have watched Transformers another 3 times.
It's not so much that, though. I think it has more to do with the fact that, look, movies in theaters make 90% of their profit the opening weekend. That's where they make most of their money. It's like 85 to like 90%, some ridiculous like that. So it's like after opening weekend, you've made most of the money you're going to make on that movie.
But you have to judge those release dates.
Sure,
timely,
but here's what I'm saying.
That's why Dungeons and Dragons got buried.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's also why Mission Impossible.
Truth.
They're also not going to. They're not going to spend money keeping a movie in theaters for 8 months when they can just put it on VOD and have people pay $20 to rent the fucking movie from home. They're like, you already didn't watch it in theaters opening weekend.
I'm not doing that.
Chances are, 3 months from now, you're not going to come watch it.
That's exactly what's going to happen to Blue Beetle.
They're like, but you know what is going to happen? You're going to rent it whenever you're scrolling through Amazon, and you're like, oh, $20 to rent this fucking movie? I can watch it.
That renting thing nowadays is not a thing, and that's how most movies, before.
That's how they made most of their residuals, honestly.
Most of their residuals were that back half of them getting rented at fucking Blockbuster.
You say residuals?
Physically.
It's about who's getting the money. Who's making the money?
And who's making the money. And nowadays, obviously streaming,
you say residuals?
The writers, the actors are not getting their residuals from getting a digital film off of anything. And what's crazy is the digital film is, and sadly, I have a DVD player, but I don't have my TV hooked up because I don't fucking need to have it hooked up.
Right.
I've got my 2 desktops. So that the physical media is just like dissolving, and that's it's dying, and it's tragic because now you have a bunch of physical media that you just can't get anymore. Star Wars, the first 3, Episode 4, I vividly remember having 4 different editions. My uncle had them, and
the problem
4 different, like the original trilogy. One was gold, one was silver, one was bronze, and one was just like the artist.
The problem with not having physical media anymore,
and you just don't have that anymore.
But look at what's happening with HBO. Look at with Max. Max is deleting shit
Zaslav,
off of Max.
specifically. It's not just Max. Let's specifically call him out. It's 1,000% Zaslav.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
if we're going to do this, I'm going to call him out. It's Zaslav. If you want to call me. It's you, Zaslav. He's doing it.
No, yeah, I agree. You're absolutely right. David Zaslav is cutting shit off of the streaming service. And it's like, that's ridiculous. I'm paying a subscription so I can watch my favorite TV shows and movies, but you're telling me that at any given moment, any fucking
you can just take it off,
disappear.
Yeah.
Remember when they tried to take Justice League Unlimited, the Justice League animated series, off and sell them to Netflix?
Yeah.
And we rioted. And now you can watch it on Netflix and Max.
They had the audacity to do what?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they were gonna drop they were going to drop Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, the two DC staples from Max.
I woke up to an email that said
disgusting.
It said last day to watch, like June something. I was like, last day to watch.
I remember me and you said
Justice League. Yeah. And I was so pissed. I was like, they're about to do the stupidest fucking move in the history.
Warner Bros. Was gonna give the animated series that made all of their starting lineup superhero team a fucking household name for every kid that was alive in 2005 to 6. Are they fucking insane?
No, because here's the thing: because Zaslav and Warner Bros. Discovery is in debt, and they're trying to make money, and because
they're like $35 million
because they made
no, they're probably more than that
because they made a streaming service to try to compete with Netflix, and the
main draw was Snyder's Justice League.
Shut up! And it flopped, and they're still in debt. So how did that work out? But what I'm saying is that Wall Street told them, because it happened with Netflix, hey, if you invest all this money, you'll still be able to make it up eventually. And so everybody did that. Every fucking studio made a streaming service, pumped all this fucking money in it, and then they're like, oh, people aren't subscribing to our fucking shit. Yeah, of course.
Did y'all see how much?
Now they're all trying to.
So let's point this out.
And
Disney lost $12 billion worth of like money streams, like has something to do with Disney Plus. $12 billion within the last year.
I know they lost 12 million subscribers, right?
Was it million?
It was like
subscribers,
14.7 million or something.
And you want to know something interesting?
It might be 12 million subscribers in this quarter.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I'm sorry for the billion. Let me take that.
adding on to what Graham said. Speaking of the physical media conversation, Disney's actually Disney actually came out and said they're not longer doing physical media, which is fucking hilarious.
Of course,
which is fucking hysterical.
So that you can subscribe to Disney Plus.
Like they have 20 years worth of or not 20 years, not 20. 20 is way too far. They have
like
100 years.
No. I was meeting their most recognizable IP right now, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They have all the Marvel films on there. They have all of them, like all of them, save for like the new Spider-Verse film. I don't think they have that on there yet, but they have pretty much every single
Spider-Man movies either.
But they have pretty much
they have 3 of them. They have 3 of them, and the Fox. They have 2 of the they got Far From Home, Homecoming, and they got all the Foxes now. But you're right.
They don't have Amazing. They don't have Amazing.
No, they do. And
they do.
Yeah, they do. They got Tobey Maguire.
They don't have No Way Home. Is what they don't have.
That's the only one.
No Way Home is the only one they haven't had yet. But
that's remarkable.
Which is crazy. It's absolutely insane they have.
But what I find crazy is that like in 5 to 10 years, right, when they're on phase 11-5 or whatever the fuck they're on, and you want to go back and watch these movies, they're not going to be on the streaming site because they're going to be so fucking far removed from what they're currently doing that they're going to preoccupy themselves with. They're going to be like, all right, look, we're at a point. We're at a point where everything from like No Way Home or Endgame onward, we're gonna keep on Disney's Plus and just wipe everything else. That's gonna happen.
Saga is gone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Infinity Saga is fucking gone, which is probably one of the most remarkable feats of filmmaking to ever hit the screen. That's not even me sucking Marvel's dick from the back. It's just an objective fact. That's impressive. And so what I find remarkable is they're so strong with being anti-piracy, but the only way you're gonna be able to find that, as opposed to like tracking down a disc that's worth like $150 on eBay, is through fucking piracy.
That's what your problem. That goes back to streaming. That goes back to streaming.
Which blows my fucking mind.
And guess what? Disney Plus is also doing? Streaming. Their prices are about to go up as well.
Absolutely. Well, and that's every streaming service is about to. So
but it's all a cycle, dude. They're like, no more physical media.
But here's the fucking problem: is that
and our prices will go up.
We're gonna sit here and talk about it.
Subscribers. They're going to piss people off. And they're going to automatically just start deleting their shit. No one can pay for it. We're in a nasty-ass economic crisis right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not an economist, but I can't pay for shit. So, it's called life.
Yeah.
Matt, the economist.
Yeah. Matt, I'm changing my certifications right now, my qualifications. Not for real.
Yeah.
You can't be hiking prices. And then it's like if I go buy a car, if the salesman tells me this car will do this, and then the car doesn't do whatever the salesman said. But hey, they just marked the price of another like $50,000.
Or after you buy, they're like, hey, we're gonna hike up your fucking payments.
Exactly, your payments.
After,
yeah,
like after
I'm not getting anything out of it.
No,
we're hiking up your subscription price, and all the actors and writers filmmakers that worked on these projects aren't going to see.
They're not getting paid more. Absolutely. Bingo. Sorry.
Also, they look to argue against that. They also do get paid up front. To be fair, most of them, right?
I'm not.
But what happens when, like, say the series of Suits? I just read something where Suits is the highest streamed acquired series of all time.
My brother just watched all 7 seasons in a week.
Dude, I've been told by 10 people to watch it, and
it's pretty good.
Not my kind of thing.
And David Bourne asked, you know how much of that shit he sees?
I'm gonna watch it, but I don't want to. But I've had 10 people tell me to watch it, but it said that was like 1.3 billion views in the first month of them acquiring Suits. That's insane. And someone came out and said they wrote, probably 12 episodes, got a $236 check from that. That's insane.
That's a change in their couch cushions.
One of the writers from The Bear.
What is that to you?
One of the
what
writers
is
from
that
The Bear got nominated for all these Emmys, right? He went to the Emmy ceremony with a negative bank balance in his account. How do you write one of the most successful, most critically acclaimed shows of the past 5 years, and you don't get compensated?
I haven't watched
for
it yet, but I've heard.
Right, but it's despicable. Like everybody knows about it. Everyone loves it. It's great. It gets nominated for all these awards.
That's crazy.
Your writers aren't getting paid for it. That's crazy. That's insane.
That's sick. And then you have numbers coming out for Bob Iger, who's getting $500 million for 6 months. When you can't pay someone, I think it was a She-Hulk
staff writer probably,
came out. Got a $46 check. Hey. That should make them sick.
I'm sure it does.
46?
$46. $46. And it was Listen, and it was a Daredevil episode. She wrote the Daredevil episode where he was doing the flippity flops.
Oh, Cody Ziegler wrote the Daredevil episode too, and he said he didn't get shit from that.
I'm pretty positive it was him. He got less than $100.
Didn't we?
I'm pretty sure it was. Mm-hmm. It was the episode where the first time you've actually ever seen Daredevil doing Daredevil shit, flipping and flopping around the parking garage.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's remarkable.
Yes, less than $100.
So this means
which it's one of the least watched Disney shows, but that's not to the point. It still got watched by more than a billion people who watched that.
It got watched by more than 46 people.
Yeah,
it's
disgusting.
Like at my job, I make nowhere near as much as like any of these any Hollywood person does hourly, but from what I'm hearing. I work at least like 2 shifts. I could make a SAG donation. That's what it sounds like. like there's no fucking shot. $46. $46. I'm taking my pants down in Bob Iger's office and sticking my dick in his mouth for $46. I'm getting the rest of my reward somehow. Like there's no fucking way.
We were literally talking about
$46.
Were you here when we were talking about how 95% of SAG-AFTRA members make less than $35,000 a year?
I was here for that part, but it's just clicking. It's just clicking for me somehow, and that's ludicrous. Hollywood is probably one of the most lucrative industries, and yet somehow these people are so incredibly underfunded. That is remarkable, and they're still expected to do the same amount of work, if not more.
Yeah,
remarkable. Wow.
Yeah,
they're set up to fail. That's incredible.
Yeah.
But Bob Iger makes like 500 million or 50 million or whatever.
It wants to sit there and say that we want to hold out so these people don't have a place to live.
That's fucking
in a few months.
Crazy.
Bro, you're fucking nuts. And you want to sit there? How can you, bro? That's nuts to me. That was even. That's evil. That's demonic.
That's facts, Matt. That's how I do.
That's like that guy that runs the churches that looks like he's like.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking with the private jet. They said he bought a private jet from Tyler Perry.
He looks like the evil guy from The Mask.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The mask on.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
It's exactly what he looks like.
He's a pastor of a mega church.
From like Tennessee or something. No, not Joel. He's a piece of shit too. You can mark my words. I'm a Texan. Fuck that guy. I know what you're talking about. I'll fuck with him in hell. But I can't wait, baby. I'll see you in hell, baby. But
yeah, I know you're
those like Bob Iger and those like Zaslav and them. They're so out of touch that they're more than willing to come out.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, what? That's crazy. But they're more than willing to come out and put themselves out there and say this stuff that's so out of pocket.
Yeah,
it doesn't affect them by any means, and it's just like a normal fucking. It's just a normal day to them.
Yeah,
that's like if you see someone
like
it is kind of Oakland,
It's like if you see someone.
That's what makes me sick.
Yeah, that's
yes. That's a maniac. It's crazy.
Warning. Kevin
Copeland.
He looks like he melts in direct sunlight.
This is a demon, bro.
Nah, what was it? Wizard of Oz? When she gets rained on, they dump that
water, like just a glass of water.
That's it,
bro.
But yes, don't support strut companies. Go support local artists. Go
Absolutely.
To a local show. Go watch local theater. Go watch local plays. Go do whatever you need to do.
Hey, let's plug some studios that have agreed to like their terms. Actually.
Yo, we can plug A24 because if we do another horror episode, I do want to talk about Talk to Me. Talk to Me is a fantastic fucking film.
Is it good?
Dude,
it fucks.
Okay. Have you seen Talk to Me?
Nope, because I don't.
Matt, have you seen it? Bro, okay.
Matt,
to give you an idea of how remarkable this film is, okay? Have you seen those Ronald McDonald skits on YouTube where he's just going fucking ham, like he's beating the shit out of kids, like holding people at gunpoint and stuff?
Yeah.
You seen those? The guys who made this movie.
Rocka. They started as a YouTube channel, yeah.
What?
And it is
Halo, like the red versus blue Halo guys.
No, that's Rooster Teeth. Rocka is the guys who do like. It's like the Ronald McDonald's is videos. Yeah, they have like the Nerf battle one. There's there's so many fucking good ones. Mainly the Ronald McDonald ones are the most iconic, where he's just an absolute fucking mongrel. When that kid's like, "What's your favorite burger?" It's like Whoppers. I love Whoppers. He just beats the shit out of him. It's so fucking funny. And I was like, there's no way that these are the same guys. So I watched the movie. Then I went home. I went on YouTube and I watched their videos. And then I watched the movie again online 1000%. Now, fuck them. Illegally. And I had to think about it because I was like, fuck the studios. I don't care. Sue me, you bitch. We're going to get some PlayStation 5 and a thumb up your ass. Fuck you. But it was like, I was like, yo. These can't be the same two people, but they are, and it's so good. And it's
really
such like
movie.
The Talk to Me.
Yeah, it's like
Talk to Me.
It's like you know what it's about, Graham.
Dude.
You know, like the faint gist of it. Okay, so basically, like there's this it looks like a mannequin hand, like a whole bunch of graffiti on it, right? And it's like this hand, and you grab it. I think it's Luis. How long was it in the movie? It's like 30 seconds to a minute. You can talk to the spirit before it possesses you.
No longer than 90 seconds or something.
Yeah, no longer than 90 seconds. So basically, like, you grab the hand, right? You grab his hand.
It serves as like a it's like a portal to the afterlife or whatever.
Yeah, basically, and you invite the spirit in by saying, "Talk to me," and that spirit can possess you for like 90 seconds before the door stays open too long, and the spirit either lingers within your own body or just walks around the world and fucks with people. And while you are while you're holding on to this, right? Somebody has to pry your hand off because you can't get off yourself. But pause. But also, you basically while you have the hand, while that spirit's in your body, only you can see the spirit. So when the door is open for too long and this spirit's quote unquote gone, you can still see it. No one else can. And the movie just
like all good horror movies, it's an allegory and it's
it kind of gives me Babadook vibes.
Yeah, it's about pain and loss and trauma, and
it also kind of plays on the nature of like dangerous social media challenges, basically, because that's how they heard about the hand through like social media. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's very good.
It's fucking solid.
Very well made.
Okay.
Very well made.
Yeah.
Well, who was it? Scorsese or one of them like high caliber directors said it was very good. I can't remember who it was.
What's his face? It was.
But it gives me Babadook vibes. Have you watched the Babadook?
It's more similar to like.
This is just from how you describe it. And the Babadook is honestly the reason I have not. The Pet Sematary remake is the last one I've ever watched.
I'd say, Graham, it's more similar to like, you know that one movie, Truth or Dare?
Yeah.
It's like Truth or Dare if it was good. Mixed with a glimmer of the movie Smile.
Good. Good.
With the Snapchat filter Smile?
Wasn't bad.
Oh, wait, no. Truth or Dare is the one with Dave Franco, right?
Oh, no. I'm thinking of the two movies called Truth or Dare. There's the one where they're at the dinner party. That one's good.
That's the one I'm thinking of. It's the dinner party.
It's based off another fucking kids game. It's like Never Have I Ever or something.
Jumanji?
No.
Kevin Hart.
It has the chick from American Horror Story, Emma Roberts.
Yeah, and they're all like at the dinner table, like they're competing.
Yeah, that's dog shit. That's ass.
I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called, but I like it.
If you've ever seen It Follows, it's like
in
the vein of that. It's like
elevated, I've seen that.
Like elevated horror. It's like young filmmakers telling a horror story that shoehorns in, or not shoehorns, but like Trojan horses themes about like trauma and loss and pain. And
okay, so riddle me this.
It's really good.
Are y'all Saw fans?
I don't like torture.
I don't like gore like that. I don't
know how to explain. I'm not necessarily a Saw fan, but if the movies are on, I watch them. Yeah. And I enjoy a couple of them.
They're a good time. They're fun.
They're a good time every now and then.
Also, you're thinking about Peter Jackson called "Talk to Me" one of the best horror movies he's seen in years.
Peter Jackson said that Saw was?
No,
Lord of the Rings, baby.
He said "Talk to Me" is one of the best horror movies he's seen in years.
Oh, okay.
If the creator of Middle Earth on the big screen co-signs it,
good.
Yes.
Maybe that's the one who I was thinking of. Maybe that's
I might watch it again after this.
It might have been Guillermo del Toro, because he gets on Twitter, and I think he might have said something about Talk to Me.
I think he endorsed it as well.
Because he be saying some shit.
He may have.
But all this to say,
Neon and A24 have agreed
if you're,
So what were you gonna say?
Luis just died. You just okay. I was like,
can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Your cam just went out for a second.
Oh no, I was just gonna say all that to say that A24 and Neon have agreed to the terms of SAG-AFTRA. So if they can do it, fucking Disney and Warner Brothers and Universal and fucking Paramount, they can agree to these terms too. Fucking
because who has put out better films within the last 5 years?
You know what?
A24 has put out some fucking bangers.
Didn't they produce Hereditary?
They do. They have a lot of misses.
They do.
As well.
They do. But they're also an independent, like an indie studio, right?
They also did. They did Beef. Beef was fantastic.
Yeah,
Beef was great.
They're valued at more than $1 billion.
You can't be an indie studio once you get up to that point.
They're rich indie, I guess.
They do those random ass movies that these big studios won't pick.
Yeah.
Sound of Freedom. No, I'm kidding.
Man,
Grand's favorite movie of the year. Grand's favorite.
No, my son
A24, bro. They just don't miss.
My son Hunter.
Them Breitbart films, Daily Wire movies.
Daily Wire movies.
That's where Zach Levi's going, bro.
That's exact. He's gonna be in the sequel. I promise you.
Who do y'all? I just thought of something, bro. I thought it would be a fun game for us to do on the podcast.
What?
So A24 and Neon have already agreed, right? We can do this because
draft.
No.
A24 draft.
I haven't seen enough.
We can do it. We can do it for this episode because it feeds into the topic. All right. This is my idea. Oh, we got who's left of the pieces of shit? We have Universal, we have Disney, we have
Paramount.
Warner Bros.
WB,
and we have Paramount.
WB, yeah, Warner Bros.
WB.
Okay. So that's 4 studios left.
I would put Disney over Paramount.
Okay. So here's the game, right?
Disney, the top.
In order from like first to last of who's gonna cave to the WGA SAG-AFTRA, right?
Netflix is first. Netflix is number 1.
Netflix definitely gonna be first because I'm gonna be. Actually, I don't think they care. I don't think they care. They put out anything.
Tetrando says, "Yeah, I'm willing to negotiate." Also,
okay, so let's take
Netflix. Listen,
but
Netflix
that's different. Willing to negotiate is different than making it.
But no one else has said anything, and also Netflix has leverage because Netflix has content on content on content on content.
That's true.
Netflix is the least. Netflix is the one company who has the least necessity to.
Everyone wanted to follow Netflix after the streaming thing, which is very true. So Netflix is the leader in streaming, and
they have the most leverage. If Netflix says
absolutely, that is very true.
We're gonna strike a deal. You know how bad every other company will look because they did.
It's gonna put pressure on everyone.
That is true. Because Netflix doesn't even pay their animators.
Oh,
Disney's last. Disney is last place.
Nah.
List of orders.
I think Disney might be like it's neck and neck for me between Disney and Warner Bros. For who's going to be the last dickhead.
Well,
standing.
I was thinking that too, but I think Warner Brothers Warner Brothers has House of the Dragon, the new Harry Potter supposed series that's supposed to be coming out, and I'm pretty sure they just came out about 6 months ago and said a new Lord of the Rings movie was going to be coming out.
The main reason why I'm thinking it's going to be Warner Bros. Like second to last, and why Disney's probably going to be the last one, because I realize now Warner Bros. Has the most to lose from this writer's strike because they're planning their entire rebrand of their DC universe, and they have slates lined up for those movies. If they cannot meet those deadlines and they have to push them, no one's going to give a fuck. No one's going to care.
Right.
They can't strike with the iron's hot.
Right.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna be real. Warner Bros. Probably is gonna be one of the first to cave.
Absolutely.
I don't think they'll be. I don't think they'll be one of the first,
or at least second to last. Because
they'll be Disney's gonna be the last one to cave. Warner Brothers will be the first one to cave because Disney's just fucking shitty. Point blank. Period. They don't play. If you didn't know, the animators for Disney actually just started unionizing.
The VFX artists.
They
VFX and some of the animators as well, actually.
And I bet you
everybody's getting fucked across the board,
and they're gonna go on strike as well.
Well, and that's what such a great thing about this strike is that it's making everyone realize.
Oh, we can do that too.
Paid for what you paid, absolutely.
Everything's getting shut down. Everyone it's beautiful.
Could. The UPS drivers just went on strike, and they instantly
got paid.
What they got
paid.
They got paid. So VFX artists for Disney are, they're doing that. But
shout out all UPS.
I cannot believe I just said that ass. Disney is going to be the last one to cave.
Then Warner Brothers is second to last.
Warner Brothers will be the second to last, but you honestly, Warner Brothers is in a position where they have Lord of the Rings. Amazon kind of does, but they came out and said Warner Brothers is making
Discovery, so they have reality shows. They don't need to make content
which you know what's crazy writers. During a writer strike,
who the fuck
reality TV shows going to pick up.
Planet?
But that's why
surprised.
Jersey Shore
you'd be surprised, baby.
Popped off back in
you would 1,000. I hate that shit. You would be surprised how many people watch reality TV that's garbage. The
Disney
Bachelor,
and Warner Bros. Are the last two companies that'll cave. Netflix is probably near the top. Sony doesn't have a streaming service. Sony doesn't have a streaming service, so I'm sure they don't fucking care.
Sony gives all their shit to Amazon.
Yeah, so they're like,
when you have
Disney.
So when you have those companies that give, that license out their properties, which Netflix obviously keeps it. Netflix is going to be the first one to cave, I think. And I
want to lead by example. Yeah,
Amazon. Yeah. I also kind of think Amazon's going to be at the bottom.
Yes, because they have the most money. Apple's
because they have the most money.
Plus, they also have Invincible and The Boys and the new Boys series. The what's it called? Generation O or Generation V? Yeah, Generation V. They got leverage.
Riddle me this.
I hate this.
Have y'all not heard that Apple is thinking about acquiring Disney?
Yeah.
Like, this is I don't think it's going to happen. But what's crazy is what if it does happen?
We all got the same hamburger at the exact same time.
I'm not finding your kids.
Hey, I'm 2 hours away. Oh no, I got it too. A blue one?
What does that mean?
I couldn't even tell you that, man. Riddle me that.
I couldn't even tell you that.
Riddle me that.
Man, I really think.
Assemble. No.
Wait, what other streaming services are there?
Apple TV Plus, Amazon
Apple
Prime,
TV,
pretty much
Paramount Plus, Peacock,
HBO,
Max,
Peacock's,
Disney Plus, Showtime, Stars, Hulu.
I thought those. I thought Stars and Hulu were rolled into Amazon Prime.
Nope.
Hulu and Disney is like a bundle.
But what's crazy is some locations, Hulu and Disney are wrapped in. I think in Europe.
Yeah.
Because you can get fucking Disney Plus and watch Bleach, and you can't fucking do that in America. And it pisses me off.
You gotta get the bundle.
Don't say anything.
There's a fuck ton. There's so many. I think Sony's the only studio that doesn't have a streaming service is Sony.
They can't make Spider-Man movies, but they can make the fuck out of a PlayStation.
Well, here's the thing about Sony is that most of the shit that Sony does make is from licensed products like Disney.
Yeah.
And the only reason Sony even made Spider-Man films was because Marvel went fucking bankrupt late 90s.
Yeah.
And had to sell because the rights. Yeah, exactly. They were throwing their most popular like Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. Which is what's crazy. So I just want to say this. I talked to somebody up at the bar earlier, and they were like, "Who do you think's more popular, the Avengers or Fantastic Four?" And I was like, "Who got their movie first? Who got two movies?
No, Graham.
Before the Avengers did.
Times have changed. The Avengers have 15 years of movies behind them. Kids grew up with the Avengers. There's kids that I grew up with Fantastic Four and X-Men and Spider-Man. No, not me. All four of us did. Sure, Graham.
You can't tell me that we did not. But
I promise you, if you ask the general population who's more popular Avengers, like Fantastic Four, they'll say Avengers.
Graham, let me put this into perspective for you, bro. There was a kid at work. All right, this little kid came up to the counter with his mom, and he had on a Wolverine shirt. Right? And I was like, "Oh, that's a Wolverine shirt." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Wolverine, that's who's on your shirt." He's like, "This is X-Man." And I was like, "Oh God, we failed as a species. We've overstayed our welcome."
You know what? I'm drop kicking him.
Not granted, he was probably.
I take that. I'm kidding.
He was in his defense, he was probably like 8 and didn't know better. But I was just in a moment where I was like, "God damn." This is a sad day.
The MCU has made.
I'm calling Bolivar trash.
This is true.
We're getting
Bolivar trash.
The MCU has made Iron Man and Captain America more popular than the Fantastic Four. That's a given.
This is
Iron
true.
Man
but
is up there now because of the MCU. Captain America.
Most people pre-2008 thought he was a robot.
Yeah.
Yes. Facts. That's what I was just about to say. I guess I worded that wrong. I meant for people that were like, the early 2000s before Iron Man.
People who were around before the MCU, yes.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Prehistoric asses, basically.
Yes. It's like us four. Those Fantastic Four movies. That first Fantastic Four movie.
I hate aging.
And
I'm watching them right now.
Yeah, dude, they're good. Like
I'm watching
the first
one.
F4.
I like the first one.
It's not bad. They definitely.
I like Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's fire. It's fun.
No, I don't.
It's fun.
I don't know if it's
fun.
But Batman versus Batman and Robin is dog shit. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Look, the chase scene in Silver Surfer.
The chase. Then Batman, Robin.
Absolutely. Fuck the Rangers, boy. Dog shit ass team.
It's Astros, bro.
I know. But I'm saying fuck the Rangers.
He's still leading the region.
Give a fuck. Still leading the region with World Series, baby.
Fuck off, cheaters.
Was 2, baby.
It's not fair.
Okay,
cheaters.
We gotta start wrapping up.
Cheaters.
Okay.
Oh,
Graham's off the perk.
We did forget one thing to tell our audience. So some of you may have noticed that we've been gone a while, but I do have remarkable news on that front. So in order to do what most men do when they cannot perform, we're compensating, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be having guests on our show to talk about just things.
I've been waiting
random
lovely random shit, sometimes planned shit. We have an idea for a thing where we try to get Luis into an anime because he notoriously hates animation. For some fucking reason,
man, and I don't watch fucking cartoons. Bro.
You hate like sunshine, smiling, and the laughter of children. Like, you hate the concept of joy.
I'm a fucking man, bro.
But in order,
smoke cigs and drink whiskey, babies. I'm a fucking man. I don't watch cartoons, bro. Hey, you watch cartoons, bitch.
Smoke cigs.
And you watch cartoons, bitch.
Yes. Absolutely.
Grow up.
Well,
tell me you didn't have a childhood without telling me you didn't have a childhood, bro.
To this day, I don't need a child. Imagine a little me running around,
bro. I watched that shit when I was 4, bro.
But we're gonna try to, you know, make a little bit out of, like, maybe suggesting 1 or 2 animated things for him to check out, and he'll check them out. Maybe report back and review them. Report back the next week. Probably most of them is just gonna be outlandish blasphemy. Like, it's gonna say some shit like Chainsaw Man is trash. It's terrible.
Like Neon Genesis Evangelion is dog shit.
Bro, what's the series? What's the Dragon Ball series?
What's
the Dragon Ball series that's GT? Like the redacted or
the abridged?
The abridged one?
The abridged. That's
Team 4-star. Oh,
that's fire.
Bro. It's gonna be Naruto abridged with Luis.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
we're in. It's gonna be Naruto,
but we're gonna have some amazing people. Getting to do YouTube, I've gotten to meet a lot of interesting people. So we got like different types of guests line up. For those of you who may or may not know, the lovely YouTuber known as Sensei agreed to be one of our guests. So we'll see what we can get him on. Sensei, he's black as hell.
So that's cultural appropriation, is what you're saying. He's black as cultural appropriation.
Okay. It's based off his username is based off of his name. It's spelled SYNSEI. And also, I'm not gonna like blast his government, but like when you know his name, like it works. Like it works. It works. But yeah, we're gonna be changing things up a little bit. So we hope y'all stick with us through this journey. Also, Matt, it looks like you're getting a mugshot taken. What's up, man?
Oh, I was zoned out. I was like, wait a minute, his name is SYN.
Damn, he's a part of the podcast and he's zoning out. That's
my brain. My brain was trying to.
That means we gotta start wrapping up. We gotta start wrapping up
before Matt shuts down.
Yeah. I was trying to calculate how his name makes sense. We got a couple more things to talk about before we wrap up. Just like you said, we're trying to because of the strikes, we're shifting our discussions well around. As you can tell, we're not doing our typical weekly discussions. By now, we would have talked about 5 different things, 5 different movies and shows. I think the last thing we discussed was that thing with Samuel L. Jackson. I can't say the name because I'm not promoting it. The other thing that we talked about was the thing. The other one, the one with him and Ben Mendelsohn. I won't say the name.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh God.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
The other thing that we would have talked about was the one with Margot Robbie, and another one that would have been talked about was with.
We did talk about
Murphy. It. Oh, I mean, we didn't.
Japan Goes Blue.
We kind of talked about it.
But yeah, we just
don't go see it though.
Since we're not discussing our usual takes and everything. What we're going to be doing is like AZ said, we're going to be getting some guests on the show. We're going to be trying to focus a lot more on local artists, local performers. We have a lot of talent out in the Dallas area, out in the Houston area, and very much talent is on this show. Our very own Luis, I Love Saudi Arabia, was in a.
I still don't understand that, man.
Hire me, Saudi Arabia. Pay me. I'll promote y'all.
Hashtag Saudi.
He's gonna get out here next week dressed like a sheik.
Saudi. Bro, 650,000 a tweet. Hashtag Saudi.
Hashtag Saudi, baby.
Inshallah, Saudi Arabia will see greatness. That's going to tweet every day.
Mashallah.
Mashallah, we have reached the peak.
We have reached peak. Yeah.
Bro is in a production called Body Stories, a working title, and I had the honor of watching greatness in action.
Thanks, man.
The EGOT journey begins. Bro was out there acting his ass off. It was really great.
I saw it. I was just booing the whole time.
I wish.
Fair.
Boo this man!
I saw AZ walk away with tomatoes.
Yeah.
He picked one up, but he was like, "Nah." He put it down. He was gonna throw it.
I'll save these for my pasta later.
It seemed like a good journey for you, Luis. Honestly.
It did. Like, he had a lot of fun with the production.
It seemed like you did, and you got real close with the cast and whatnot. So
he FaceTimed us during the
I'm not calling you out or anything.
No, it's cool. Yeah, I'm put on the spot. I don't know what to say.
He said,
like it seemed like I wish I would have made it, and obviously Matt did. Yeah. It seemed like it was a really good production, and you had a lot of fun with it. And it seemed like the cast had a lot of fun with it.
It was great. It's awesome.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy.
I just wanted to say, I guess
doctor bit was funny as hell.
Call him out.
Yeah, I just want to say, shout out Sundown Theater Company, which is based out of Denton, Texas. They're amazing. They do a lot of great work.
Green, baby.
I think they're all UNT alums, or a lot of them are. We got a lot of UNT alums there. They're a super awesome nonprofit. They do really cool work. And I'll just talk about this show a little bit, I guess. It's just basically what they did. It was a devised theater piece. So what we did was we took stories from the community about bodies, your body, times when you felt beautiful in your body, things that you hate about your body, times that were negative and positive, and we had all the community submit all these stories, and we read the stories, and then we built a play from the ground up. We built every scene, we wrote every scene, we determined what order the scenes would go in, and any through lines that and themes that would kind of take place throughout the show. And it was a beautiful experience. I'd never done a show like that before, and it was amazing. I learned a lot. I met a lot of really awesome, talented, wonderful, amazing people. And I just wanted to take this time to say that support your local artists. SAG-AFTRA affects screen actors, but there's a lot of wonderful, amazing stage work being done in your local communities. No matter where you are, there's a lot of local performances and local plays that are going on. Go out and support them. It's great to support local art. And thank you. Thank you for coming, Matt. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll keep y'all posted on the next show that I'm doing.
It was great. It was phenomenal.
Come see it.
It's good to see, especially being a UNT alum myself, just seeing, something local felt great. We've been seeing all these major productions and movies and blockbusters, and then even going to on the stage side of things, like I've seen Hamilton, I've seen whatever, Lion King, all this other stuff. Seeing something local and seeing people trying to, make a start for themselves, or just even if they're not wanting to go to the next level, just create,
just people creating art.
It's so beautiful. You can kind of lose that in a sense when you get to the bigger stages in the Hollywoods and whatever. Because some people, once they reach the big leagues, they're like, okay, I'm famous now. I'm just doing it to collect a check. I saw real artists perform at that show, like people who were passionate about what they're doing, and everyone did a phenomenal job. I don't think a single person was acting below their capabilities. Everyone was bringing their A game.
Yeah, except for Jeff.
He knows who he is. He knows.
Our tech guy.
I want to say this one thing, and I kind of want all four of us and Gerardo as well, all five of us to go see Beetlejuice in February. It's supposed to be in Dallas
and review it.
And it's supposed to be the Broadway cast.
I'm with you.
I can't think of the guy's name.
I have heard of
Alex Brightman.
Alex
Brightman.
Yes, he has won like 3 Tony Awards.
Yeah.
For this,
I love that show.
I think all of us should. I think we should make a little vlog.
I was gonna say, dude, we could do a vlog.
Fuck it, we can do it.
We can do a little vlog of us all linking up and because I was looking up tickets yesterday, and I am more than willing.
Bro, let's fucking do it.
Because I haven't seen the last play I saw was The Crow or The Raven, right?
Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, it was Edgar Allan Poe. I was in like 5th grade, and my school went. What he said? Edgar Allan Poe.
Nevermore. He said nevermore. True.
I went and saw that, and that's like the last like really
very, very dreadfully nervous. I had been an M, but why would you say that I am mad? That's
that was a rap tapping at my door.
That's from the Raven.
Yeah.
Very dreadfully nervous. I have been an am, but why would you say that I am mad?
That ass was clapping. Nevermore.
He had sharpened my senses, not dulled, not destroyed them. How? I forgot what I did that in middle school.
Ass, chill out. That ass is not clapping that hard.
Nevermore.
Nevermore.
No, it was that's the last play, and it was actually in like Arlington.
Come watch the next one I'm in, and then y'all can review it.
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
I'm gonna hurt your feelings on purpose.
Huh? You're gonna what?
I'm gonna hurt your feelings on purpose.
AZ, you can't hurt my feelings. I promise you.
I'll try. I'll try my best.
I grew up by my father.
Oh, it's crazy. I was like,
I'm gonna make one of your cast members cry. I'm gonna say some foul shit.
You ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
But Gerardo can get on here and say the slightest meanest shit, and Luis is gonna be like,
why would you say that?
Because he's my brother. He knows. He knows me. He knows my.
Gerardo's gonna push that button, and he's gonna
look into my soul and be like, "You were dog shit." And I was like, "Oh my god!" He's gonna be like, "Dad would have hated that."
He's gonna go to Gerardo. He's gonna be like, "So Gerardo, how's the place?" He's gonna be like, "It was fine," and then Luis starts weeping.
Luis is gonna do like that video of Tyrese auditioning for Django. No.
That's so embarrassing, bro, for Tyrese.
One last little nugget before we wrap.
Yeah.
I know this is like our fifth little conclusion, but for those of you who may or may not know, I said it before, but I do YouTube videos. I do them. They're occasionally funny, and I now make comic book content. I don't know how this happened, how I started as a gaming channel. I make comic book videos, but I do a lot of them now. I recently put out one about Shazam with the wizard where he gets his powers. But it's a voiceover, and it's really funny. And it basically answers the question, what if instead of Shazam, the wizard was named Nigga? And it's just a stupid joke that I thought of at work, and I was like, I'm making a whole video out of this. I got one coming out next week. It is about Deathstroke and how he groomed a minor in order to complete a mission. That is actual canon, by the way. I'm just providing the voices. This is all canon. But I hope you guys enjoy it. It's youtube.com/Tarisingo, TARISINGO. Go watch it.
Follow him on Twitch too.
Yeah. This is actually going to be my first video to crack. Right? Yeah, this is going to be my first vid to crack 100 views. As of me checking, it's at like 80. So 20 people. Get on that. Fucking get on
that shit.
It's funny.
All right.
It's very funny.
It's very good.
It's hilarious. It's very good.
And you might have some special guests appearing from.
Yes.
Grant.
I may have the boys.
Special guests appearing.
I may have the boys on for a vid or two. Who knows? Maybe you'll recognize the voices.
We'll see if it blows up.
I don't know what I've been holding.
Check it out.
AZ's gonna have to talk to my people. He's gonna have to talk to my reps. We're gonna have to figure out
your people is just Gerardo. Like you have one person. That's not people. That's person.
I'm on strike, so I don't know if I could work right now. It's gonna be, it's kind of tough right now. But
you did one play a week and a half ago. Shut up.
I've done multiple plays.
I'm sorry. You're Tony, sir.
Yeah.
As agrees to the
it's not the only play I've ever done in my life, AZ.
All right, I agree to your terms. Go on one of my videos.
I don't know if you can afford my asking price.
You get $5, a handshake, and a compliment. Fuck you.
Sold.
That's three things. That's three more things than the WGA is getting right now. Come on.
That's all these pairosexual boys need.
Very true. That's fucked up.
You know that meme of Scorsese?
True.
You know that Scorsese
What's up, Matt?
meme where he's that Scorsese meme where he's like this. He's like cinema with his hands up.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be everybody after they watch the episode of all of us doing voice acting work on your video. They're gonna be like, "Damn, these guys mad talented." They're gonna be like cinema.
Yeah.
They hire them.
He's gonna be like, "Damn." He's gonna be like, "Damn, I should have paid Luis more."
I'm
sorry, Luis. I'm sorry for disrespecting you.
I'm just gonna toss like $5 in a pit. You guys can fight over it.
I ain't fighting motherfuckers for $5, bro.
Only one of you.
I have a job. I ain't gotta fucking fight motherfuckers for.
Blood just watched Peacemaker. He's trying to have a fight in a pit.
I mean,
I know, right? That boy, he's
yeah, I got a pit, bro. You don't got a pit. You don't got a pit guy.
Nah, we fired our pit guy.
I just found a pit like that in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, he's on strike.
We hired
threw him
Frank
in the pit.
III.
Lost Frank's in the pit.
Well, that's where Gerardo is.
Sorry. Yeah, man. That's basically it for this week. Like I said, we're shifting our focus for the next few weeks. Honestly, we might just keep this going even after the strikes are done. Like, we'll still do our big discussions, but we're trying to have more variety on the show. Our usual weekly discussions are great. Our reviews are great and everything. But I think it's time to take this channel to the next level. We're approaching our 50th episode, where this is going to be episode 41. So we're coming up on the big 5-0. You know, we're also coming up on a year here in a few months since we started this channel. That's kind of crazy. So
a year?
Yeah, in November.
What, in a week or 2 weeks?
In November will be a year. Letting people know to send us money to the Patreon so we can afford rent. So we can get new equipment. But yeah, nah.
Rent too.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
If you like hairy feet, I got you.
I will say one other thing too. I thought of this earlier and I forgot it. Then I don't know what just triggered my memory circuits. Something just triggered my memory bank. It's really perplexing to me. I'm glad that we're making a very like a solid stance that we're not going to promote the movies that even though we love these films and we want to talk about them, we're gonna watch them and we want to see them succeed. Yeah, we're standing in solidarity with with SAG and with the WGA, and we're not talking about these things. There are people who are quote unquote aspiring actors, certain quote unquote celebrity TikTok influencers or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. You know, one of them was literally out there on the picket line, and he's been tweeting about movies.
Name him.
Bro,
say
Matt
it.
Ramos. Matt Ramos.
I was just about to say, I named someone earlier. It's Matt Ramos.
Bitch ass.
You're a bum. You're a bum. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
You scab ass.
You're a scab. You're a fraud.
What's that dude
I'm walking here.
What's that dude from Family Guy say? You're a phony. You're a big fat phony.
Yeah, the people that want attention and don't really actually help the process by any means.
Yeah,
and they're the ones that benefit from it by being negative.
It's because they want to be
that's the problem. Is that there are a lot of people.
They don't have any backbone. They have no fucking stance. They don't stand 10 toes down. They don't understand the severity of like this whole strike thing. Like even from the beginning of everything,
because they benefit from it.
Important this
they benefit from it.
It's not just that there's like this is whenever they say this is a fight for their lives, it means just that. They don't get paid for their gigs. They don't get paid for the shows and movies that they work on. They don't have.
And
they don't
get
have
paid,
a way
and
to
don't get paid
sustain
while
their
striking.
so they don't have money to what are they gonna do?
If anything, they're the ones that are making money off of the striking because it's on TikTok and whatnot, and they want to go out there for one day a month. So claim they're out there, every day.
And we at the Cinestro Corps,
I'm calling everybody out. I don't give a shit. I'm calling out everybody.
We at the Sinestro Corps, we love cinema, but you know what we love more? Wage equality.
There you
absolutely.
go.
Yeah, absolutely.
That clip of Damien from Creed 3. I'm coming for everything. I'm coming for everybody who's been out here saying, I love cinema. I love movies. I'm talking about movies. And they're all here fucking scabbing it up like, bro, get your thirsty ass up. Anyways, just like AZ said, we love wage equality. Matter of fact, we want wage equality. If we lived in New York or LA, I would be out there on the picket line too. But since I live in dusty ass fucking Dallas with the Rangers and shit,
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not going to Dallas. I'm not driving 2 hours to Dallas.
It sucks down here, really. It does.
We have to send our support from here. We have to send our support from here. So the best
truck companies don't go support, hurt their wallets. Exactly. That's the only way they'll respond.
Shout out all Pirates. Yeah. Shout out the San Diego. No wait, what city is that? The Philadelphia. I don't know what the fuck.
San Francisco
Pirates. No, they're the Giants. Whatever city it is.
San Diego Padres. San Diego Padres.
Our Padres.
It's Pittsburgh. You're thinking of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
They're all dog shit. It doesn't matter.
I was gonna let you spin, but it started getting sad. I just
they're not the motherfucking Astros. That's why, baby.
More like
they're not the motherfucking Astros.
Astros.
Two-time World Series champs, baby.
One-time cheaters too.
Exactly, and we were the best at it, bitch. When everybody was cheating, motherfucker, and we still won.
Zero-time Rangers champions,
bro.
0 time.
Look, Luis, I'm gonna be real, bro. The Astros starting lineup has so much juice in their system. Their first name should all be Jamba. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Doesn't matter. Exactly.
I don't.
And we hitting fucking.
I'm just saying.
We hitting fucking turd missiles out to the fucking stands, bitch. I don't care as long as
y'all on the same workout regimen as fucking Bane, nigga. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Get on it. Kurt Angle.
Tell everybody else to get on it.
Kurt Angle is teaching him right now.
Baby, that's right.
Yeah, Kurt Angle. Yeah. Hey, look up them records though. Yeah. Texas Rangers. Yeah,
the brain rot is set
in.
No World
Series. We gotta wrap this episode. It's devolving into brain rot.
It's devolving.
We went from
devolving into the motherfucking goats,
sports.
Baby. That's what's devolving into.
God. Of course, you're wearing an Astros hat.
Along with our
Matt, take us out.
Along with our additional, episode changes, we're also kickstarting the Cinestro Sports Network, the CSN. Where
it'll just be us arguing the entire time.
We got Steven
yelling at each other.
We're calling in Stephen A. Smith and
Shannon Sharp
and Skip Bayless.
Come on, Skip.
Come on, Skip. God damn, Skip.
Yeah, man.
I love Shannon, bro. He's so good. Yeah, this is
as for this episode.
Off the rails.
As for this episode, that's just a wrap for today. We appreciate you guys watching or listening to our channel. Just go ahead and do us a huge favor and support the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA while they strike right now. If you see a post that's supporting the strike, repost it. If you see a link, repost it or retweet it. I'm not talking about that X shit is Twitter. It's Twitter. Repost it, retweet it on Twitter, repost it on Facebook or Instagram. All that shit. Share it. If you have a chance to donate. If you can't, just do whatever you can. That's the basis. The basic of all.
Share it, baby.
As far as for us, just go ahead and follow us on all platforms at Cinestro Corp. And just to stay tuned to everything we have coming up this year, like and subscribe, so you guys can stay tuned and leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to this podcast. Send our channel, our podcast, and our YouTube channel to all your friends and enemies and everybody in between,
lovers.
But most importantly, make sure if there's one thing you guys take from this episode, stand in solidarity with those who ask you just to be treated and compensated fairly.
Everyone deserves a livable wage.
Exactly. Yes. That's our main message. So we appreciate you guys. Keep rocking with us. We'll see you on the flippity flip. That's it. Peace.
It's good to be back, folks. Bye.
Yes. It's good to be back, baby.
We are so back, baby. We're so back.
We're back. So back.